just about ready to go. And today's starter, Sean Manaea.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hit.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. The Blue Jays on the board first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
2 down, bases empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And pitching in this game, Jose Barrios. Singy's looking at a nice little milestone here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
That one hammered center field. Varsho moving back for it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. They get the out on Soto.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. In the air, right field. Springer sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. Second inning set to go, and now it's Dalton Varsho. The pitch. In the air, right side, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
There's the strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. And the batter is George Springer. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. That takes care of Springer. Back here at Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Singy, we saw this team playing in the NLCS a year ago.
And some people were surprised they went as far as they did, but they had a really talented roster. In the postseason, you just need one of those guys to get hot, and good things start to happen.
And a big swing and a miss. Yeah, Pete Alonso was that guy last year. It felt like he was hitting a game-changing home run every night.
And the rest of his teammates just fed off that energy, Boog. Francisco Lindor was absolutely amazing. Mets fans will remember his grand slam against the Phillies for a very long time.
But with that said, the only way for the Mets to take a step forward this season is reaching the World Series. 1 down, base is empty. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! He sends one out the opposite way, his second of the year, and this game is tied. It's 1-1.
Well, he did a tremendous job of letting that pitch travel and get deep. That's the only way you can hit it hard the other way. A slurve on the outside corner of the plate. He gets rewarded for it.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Runner at second here, 1 gone. This one popped up. Snags it for the second out. Angel Bastardo, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's Jesse Winker. And that is downstairs. And a count 2-1. To the right side. And that one handled. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out. But the Mets get even on this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
So the lineup flips over. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is in for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because team fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Did not go.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Springer gets under it, and that's a foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Oh, he throws it away, and he'll pull into second safely.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Francisco Lindor. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Siri at third with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Next offering is downstairs. Fastball is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Hard ground ball for base stop. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers. 2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
2-1. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Santander gets it back in quickly. Runner holds it third, so just 1 across on the play.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ripped to right. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Back to the mound. Might have him hung up here. Slings to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 4 and the Blue Jays 1. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now the left fielder, Anthony Santander.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished. Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. The 1-1. That one the other way. Makes the catch for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. He hammers one out to right. His second of the year. It's 5-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Chad Green ready to go. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now it's Jose Siri. Just misses with that one. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. Full count now. Activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson up and throwing. One down, base is empty. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor getting ready to hit. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Fastball is outside. Runner at second, 2 down. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's Pete Alonso. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Ripped on the ground to second. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Now one
That's
missed.
the ball. 2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Well, not much you can argue with there as a hitter. That pitch was dotted on the inside corner of the plate. I think even if he swings the bat, it blows him up and not really able to do anything with it anyhow. I think if you see that early, then perhaps you can pull those hands a little bit tighter and get the fat part of the bat to it. But I'd say overall, you just have to tip your cap on that one. Great execution.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Up the middle, it's through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
Kirk leads off first with 1 away. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one hops the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
One down, runners at second and third. And now Davis Schneider. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto sizes this one up, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Next to hit, Andres Jimenez. On the ground, right side. On the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. Blue Jays leave a pair. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Eric Swanson.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a ball.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The flip to the pitcher covering, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Jeff McNeil stands in.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
That misses, and it's 2-1. That clips the corner. McNeil, the base runner at first with 1 out. Runner on the move. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Springer there makes the catch. So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. That's out to center field. BirriaShow makes the grab, and that'll do it. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Paul Blackburn.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just missed.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one in there across the letters. The Mets leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fights it off. He'll see another. It's softly on the ground left side. Vientos whips it to first, and Guerrero is set down. 2 down, base is empty. And here is Anthony Santander. And that one just missed off the outside edge. 2 outs, base is empty.
Tag 2.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. And he lays down a bunt. Barehand grab in time. Got him.
So smooth with the barehanded play right there. I mean, that was really nice. He knew he didn't have time to get the glove on it and make a transfer, so he did everything he could for the out, and clearly it was bang bang shrimp at first.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Next pitch is outside. That's towards center. BirriaShow under it. And he makes the catch. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Watch Soto now. Right through there for a strike. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Varsho snags it, and that's the inning. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
That to right. And that is a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Going, gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 6-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, 1 away. Alejandro Kirk digs in now. Swing and a miss. 1 out,
2-2.
base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tommy Nance. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that
2-1.
skips in the dirt. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
2-2.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Into the second deck it goes. 3rd home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. That one's in there. 1-2.
1-2.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Third baseman, Mark.
So a man at first. At the plate, Mark Vientos. Ripped to the right center, and that should be extra bases. Coming home. The relay, it's offline. The run comes in. It's 8-2.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
2 balls,
No
1 strike.
outs. Runner on second. That one ripped, but foul. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, and the drop third strike leads to the first out. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first. That's the second out. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. Vientos at third with 2 away. And a base hit knocks in a run. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Jose Siri up now for the Mets. Next pitch is downstairs. Two outs. Lifted in the air, right center field. And George makes the grab. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
And here comes new pitcher on now, A.J. Minter.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Ball.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Headed towards the corner and makes the play, and that's out number 3. This one back here in Queens. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. The next offering misses. Ball 2. Movement in the bullpen. Brian Burr preparing to come on if needed. Here's a 2-2. That one lifted to left. Santander corrals it, and there's one down. And now it's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable because he.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 10-2. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of
here. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. A little bit low.
No, that's
2-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Liner to second, and picked on the hop. Over to first.
He's out.
And they get the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Springer there makes the catch, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that one is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. On a bounce right side, little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Santander over at first with 1 away. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. Ernie Clement now at the plate.
Third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ground ball, Alonso steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.